I says, I'll have Sun newspaper and a number 1 scratch card, please. I scratched the scratch card in the car, and lo and behold, it came up a jackpot, 2 million.
So he come down and he showed us a scratch card and he just went, what am I looking at? There, and I went, oh yeah, right. I didn't believe it, no.
Right. The first thing we done was phone the vet for the dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get a dog in for an operation on its leg.
Oh, that's nice.
Had a dodgy knee.
And this is when you were 3 dogs, Sandra, before you bought the 4th dog. Now you're 4 dogs, Sandra.
Yeah, I've got 4 dogs, yes. I'll probably have more over the next couple of years.
Well, you can now because you've got the room now, haven't you?
Virgin Radio.
All right, what a story we've got for you next. I love these kind of stories. Vassos, over to you.
We are the Chris Evans Breakfast Show with the National Lottery. It could be you. It could be me. It was our next guests. Let's find out what it's like to add some play to your day and some millions to your bank account. So please welcome a couple with the knack. It's Ian and Sandra Black.
Let's hear it for Ian and Sandra, team. Beautiful. There you go. Morning, Sandra.
Morning.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Morning, Ian.
Morning.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas to you too.
All right, so 3 years ago, what happened, Ian?
I finished night shift. Off at a tyre factory I used to work at, and I decided to go and pick a paper up because I wasn't that tired that morning. I went in and I says, I'll have Sun newspaper and a number 1 scratch card, please.
All right.
And I scratched the scratch card in the car, and lo and behold, it came up a jackpot, 2 million.
£2 million.
£2 million.
Right. How did you find out about this, Sandra?
He came in, I didn't wake up because my dog didn't bark. I've got 4 dogs, didn't bark. And he's shouting, Sam, come and have a look at this, come and have a look at this. Well, I was more interested in my dog because it hadn't barked. So he come down and he showed us a scratch card and he just went, what am I looking at? And he went, there, and I went, oh yeah, right. That was my thing. He was like,
didn't
yeah,
believe
right.
it?
I didn't believe it, no.
Right.
No, not at first. And then it wasn't until he phoned up and then he just says, oh, I need a cup of coffee.
All right. So does it come up as 2,000,000, or does it come up as 2M or
No, 2MIL.
2MIL? Is that what it comes up
yeah.
as? Yeah. Wow. £2 million. And when you scratched the card, you were in the car. Had you set off from the petrol station?
No.
So you
I
were
was still
in the
petrol
car
forecourt, the
before.
petrol station
Okay, so
forecourt.
before you set off again, you scratched it on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
You rested on the. And what did you use to scratch?
Just a coin. I kept
coin?
in the ashtray.
Right. So the first 2 mil comes up and you go, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, second one.
It was the very last symbols. You had to match 2 symbols.
Wow.
And it was the very last 2 box on the scratch card. And it was income tax. And I thought, you never win on that.
Right.
Bang. £2 million.
Okay. So you now have 2 mils. You're in your car. What kind of car was it?
It's an old... I've still got it. It's an L200 Barbarian.
Right. So you're in the car. You're in the forecourt of the petrol station. How far is that away from where you work?
5 minutes drive.
And how far is it from home?
5 minutes.
Right. So you're sitting in the car. What are you thinking?
After I'd scratched it, euphoria, I'm thinking, is it a scam? There was all sorts of things
Am I
going through
dreaming?
me. Yeah. all of the above. All of the above.
I just can't believe it.
I couldn't at the
What
time.
is it like?
Well, actually, he told me he was screaming and smacking the roof.
I put a little dent in the roof of the
Did you
car.
actually?
Yeah.
What, like,
Yes.
Oh my
There was
gosh.
a couple of folk on the forecourt at the time looking at it as strange.
All right. So were you tempted to get out of the car and go for a walk?
No.
Did you feel like you're going to pass out?
No. It went up behind the dash, beside us, beside the, what do you call it, the flap. Put it up there.
The
and
sun
I drove
visor?
home.
Yeah.
The sun visor.
You put it up there?
Yeah.
All right.
And I drove home.
Slowly?
Oh, yes. Very slowly. Very slowly.
I bet you did. It's like, got to get home, can't crash, must not die in the next 5 minutes. Need to see Sandra.
Just couldn't take it in.
Were you tempted to phone Sandra?
No.
Right.
Should have been still in bed. It was 6:10 in the morning.
Okay. So you arrive home. Where'd you park your car? I want to be with you in this moment.
Right in front of the house.
Right in front of the house. Park the car.
It's a big truck, so it doesn't go on the driveway.
Right.
Yeah.
So you then retrieve the card, the ticket,
Yes.
the scratch card from the sun visor.
Yep.
And then are you shaking? What is it like?
I was a little bit shaky.
I bet you were. Right.
Just a
So
bit.
key in the door open of the house.
Yeah, the door opened.
Doors open.
The dogs didn't bark.
Dogs
as she
didn't
said.
bark. Dogs knew something was going on. They'd have a sixth sense. Yeah.
I don't know what they normally barked.
Sandra's in bed.
Yes.
Right. What do you do next?
Shouted up to her. I said, "San, get down here now."
Yeah.
I said, "You need to see this."
And did you have any idea what he was referring to?
No,
Right.
I actually thought something was wrong.
Something
with
was
one
wrong.
the
Of course,
dogs.
you would, wouldn't you? You would.
One of the dogs because they didn't bark.
In the 5 minutes between leaving the petrol station and arriving home, did you go through various scenarios? How can I tell Sandra she's going to be so chuffed about this? Did you think about that or not?
I didn't really think about it. No.
Right. Can
It
you
was
remember?
just-
Can you remember that journey?
Oh yes, vividly. You didn't think about much actually. I was just
God.
euphoric, basically. I thought, now I can retire.
Yeah.
I'm out the rat race.
You're done.
Forever.
You're done, man.
Yeah.
So Sandra, when did you believe it then?
We were at Gretna Gateway a couple of weeks later,
It's an outlet village.
and he says, "Oh, we'll go and
No, it
I'll
was
go
a
and
week,
check my bank."
a week later.
A week later, I said, "Go check my bank account." I said, "Okay then." So he went and checked it, and he went, "Oh, here, look." And then I seen it all, and then so I went and sat next to this old lady and started talking about the weather.
Because you didn't know what to do, or
I didn't know what to do. It was just
So for
I
that-
needed to sit down.
So for a week, were you still doubting Thomas?
Oh yeah. I
You
kept on saying, "Oh, something's gonna happen. We don't get money like this, and you know."
Yeah, this
just-
is not going to happen
this is
to us.
not gonna
This
happen
is
to
what
us.
happens to other people.
Yeah.
Wow. And so, what did you do with regards to claiming the money then? What happened? What happened next?
Well, on the morning of the win, you've got to wait till 9:30.
Right.
That's when it was Camelot at the time, all win now. That's what time the office is opened. So I put the phone on loudspeaker. They went through the security issues.
Yeah.
They phoned me back about 2 or 3 minutes later, one of their operators, and asked us a few questions. What I'd bought, how much was it, what time was it, all the security stuff like
Yeah.
that. Then it was the lady on the phone. When she said, and I was on a loudspeaker, "I can confirm you're double millionaires." Wow.
But you still didn't quite believe it, Sam.
No. I was still like, right, I'm gonna go and have a cup of coffee.
That's good though, isn't it?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And you were all in.
Oh, I knew it was. I knew it
I'd
was
be you,
legit.
because
He
I
had
would
to- he
definitely
had
be
to-
you.
Yeah,
He had
I
to
knew
have
it
a
was
stop.
legit then.
Yeah, would you be in?
Yeah,
We'd all be in,
100%.
wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I mean, all the ladies, they go, "No, we'd be Sandra, we'd be Sandra," of course, yeah. So the money goes in the account. Do you give up work? What happens?
Yeah, I phoned up on the day. And
Right.
I retired on the day, basically.
Right.
But
And did they ask you why?
yeah,
And you told them?
yeah, yeah.
No problem.
I wasn't gonna hide the fact because I don't believe you can hide it.
Yeah.
With that type of money, and then suddenly you've got a new car and
Yeah, yeah.
you know you're mortgage free and you can't go back to work like that.
And you've been working hard all your life, I would imagine. Good for
I've
you.
worked shifts 42 years.
So pleased for you. I'm so pleased for you. So when did it begin to change your life seriously then?
I think people say it doesn't change them at all. It's got to change you
Of course it has.
because you've got you've got stresses
Yeah.
when you're working and you're looking after your pennies. And suddenly you don't have to stress about money anymore.
Right.
But it's still got stress with it because you're worrying about if you don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
And you've got to look after it. And what do I do with it?
Yeah.
This is a different set of stresses.
It's
that's
funny.
all.
Well, I mean, without getting too woo-woo about it, it's, this is Zen Buddhism because all life is suffering. Because you can, all life is suffering. All suffering is desire, and lots of people interpret that as, oh, that's because you want stuff. Yeah, but you can also want to not have stuff, and that's still wanting. Yeah. So it's psychologically it's different, but psychologically it still takes up as much of your thinking time.
Yeah.
Wow. So you treat yourself. First big treat, was it a car or?
The first thing we done was phone the vet for the dog.
Oh,
Get a dog in for an operation on its leg.
oh, that's nice.
Had a dodgy knee.
Which doggy was that?
That was
Meg.
Meg. She's a Staffy Cross Lab.
And this is when you were 3 dogs, Sandra, before you bought the
Yeah.
4th dog. Now
Yeah.
you're 4 dogs, Sandra.
Yeah, I've got 4 dogs, yes. yes. I'll probably have more over the next couple of years.
Well, you can now because you've got the room now, haven't you? Because we'll get onto that in a second.
Yeah.
When did you buy the car?
It was about 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later, yes.
Yeah.
And you went for a Volvo XC90?
Yes.
So did you always have that in your sights?
No, we went in to, well, yeah, I like Volvos.
Yeah, they're solid, aren't they?
Oh, yeah,
they're
there's the
great.
tanks.
Yeah.
But no, we went in just looking, basically.
Brand spanker?
No, second hand. No, second hand.
Good boy.
Yeah.
So a couple of years old?
No, it was about 7 months old.
7 months old. So it'd done its money.
Yeah.
So great. That's great that you started off like that.
Yeah.
Now, how did the National Lottery help you with potential financial advice?
Well, straight away, we got interviews with solicitors, financial advisors,
Right.
Investors,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It was all laid on for us.
Wow, that's cool, isn't it? I mean, they have to, I suppose, because they want to protect the long-term attraction of playing the lottery. You don't want it to ruin your life, do you?
They still do it. I mean, I can pick a phone up tomorrow.
Is it for life?
Yeah.
That's
they'll
great,
look
isn't
after
it?
you for life.
So cool. First nice holiday you went on then?
That was Dubai, was it?
Yeah.
Straight in with Dubai, no messing about. All right. And 3 years
bucket
ago,
list.
3 years hence, car, nicer holidays. And when did have you bought a farm or is it a small holding?
It's a small holding, but
Right.
it's called a farm.
It is a farm.
It is a farm,
You
yeah.
bought a farm.
It's got 3 acres of land with it.
Perfect.
It's a 200-year-old farm.
Yeah.
But they're not sure of the age of the farm itself, but the
Right.
barn was 200-year-old.
Wow. And you live there now?
Yes.
When did you move into that?
6 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you feel? I mean, if you could look back on the last 3 years, how has it changed you? They do say that if you're a 7 and you win the lottery, you'll end up back to where you were eventually as a human being. And you'll have the same kind of problems. You just have different ways or means of resources cope with them. Because they say it doesn't make you any happier, but it can take the pressure off. I mean, you seem like a pretty positive couple anyway. You're probably an 8 or a 9, I would imagine. Do you feel you're the same sort of deep down?
I feel as though we're both the same deep down.
Yeah. All our friends say that. They think it's brilliant because we've never changed.
Right.
We're still the same. But I think I look out at my view now and think I am so lucky to have this.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with that. And then we're going to make the place work for us. So I'm happy with that. And then we want to go into the community and
Help out. Yeah, so it's all about, isn't it? I mean, that's where real satisfaction comes in. Good for you.
Yeah.
And it hasn't changed you, thank God. It changes some people. The National Lottery do everything they can to ensure that's not the case. And if things do change, they're for the better, not the other way around. Sometimes other people change around you. Now, without, by the way, we've not chatted about this, so I don't know what the answer is. No names, no pack drill. Have you found a bit of that going on?
Very little. Most people, the vast majority, have been congratulatory.
Good for you.
And I'm pleased to see somebody normal, somebody that I know has actually won something.
Wow.
Yeah.
You hear of people winning £100 on the scratch cards and £50 here and £20 here, but to get a jackpot, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and it's the 2 mil. I mean, don't get me wrong, nobody's going to put their nose up at 1 million, but 2 million. I mean, you'd wanted to have been fine, wouldn't it?
Oh, more than fine.
But 2 million quid, wow.
It came at a perfect time.
It's amazing. It's an amazing story. So how do you fill your days? Because obviously, we all need to be busy, don't we? Otherwise, they say the devil finds work for idle hands, which is true. I know that from personal experience. The devil also finds purchases for idle money. So you really have to purpose yourself and your resources to something that's good. What's your day-to-day life?
Day to day, at the moment, for the last 6 months, we've been busy.
Right.
Really busy with the farm.
Good for you. So you bought yourself a business, a purpose.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. We've been starting from scratch with the caravan park. We're getting that all cut down, and Will the farmer up the top's been coming down and helping.
All right, so
us,
we haven't mentioned this, have we? You're going to build some pods, aren't you?
Yeah.
Pods are great. I love pods. Who doesn't want to stay in a pod, especially in Cumbria?
with hot tubs.
And is there water? Have you got near some water?
No, it's...
No, we overlook the Northern Lakes.
That's what I mean. So you,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you, so
Yeah.
you got that going on.
Yeah, and about 5 mile away, you've got Silloth with the sea.
And about 10 minutes away,
You
you've
seem
got
like really
Hadrian's
nice people. I
Wall.
don't know. You got a nice vibe. You seem like really nice people.
Oh, thanks.
And have you helped any of your family out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big style.
Yeah,
big
and
style.
just without getting into too much detail.
Yeah.
What kind of ballpark are we? What have you done for
5 kids.
Oh,
Half a-
you
half
got
a
5
million.
kids?
Yeah. 500,000.
Oh, right, okay. You didn't need to do that, but thank you for saying that. So you just should have that.
Yeah.
There you go. And
Yeah.
did you have to sort of play the responsibility or play the part of being the responsible financial advisors to your own children, like the National Lottery have done to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they didn't blow it, basically.
No. One of them's bought a business for himself.
Right.
And the youngest one, she's still at uni.
Right.
So she's helping get through uni with this money as
Right.
well.
Good for you.
So
Good for you. Well, listen, thanks for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. And have you met other winners at various things?
yeah,
Yes.
yes, the National Lottery, we'll go away with them every year.
What? You go away with it? What's this about?
Yeah,
You got a
yeah,
club?
It's to meet up and
Where'd you go?
various places across the country.
That's great, isn't it?
is, yeah.
But we also do
They help keep you
charity
grounded.
days. That's where we'll meet up with them as well.
Good for you.
Work with-
And,
Yeah,
and
I love doing
what
the
have
charity.
you gleaned from other fellow winners' experiences?
They help keep you grounded.
The
Yeah.
other ones do.
Yeah, because they give you advice as well.
And also, there
And
are
they're
a
lovely.
few people you can have these conversations with without
Yeah.
it sounding,
Yeah.
I don't know, insensitive or gauche or whatever the word is.
I mean, to some of the people we've met, we're skint. We've got no money.
Yeah, compared to those guys.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
can have so it's a familial atmosphere. It's great, isn't it? And have you learned anything from any other winners?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What,
I
like?
mean, investment opportunities and
Right.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
and basically just things that they've done,
Yeah.
and you glean bits of information
Just to take
off them.
it
And they're the
slow as
same with you. They're picking your brain as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Especially the newer winners, and they're picking your brain on what you did and what you're doing.
I think it's fascinating. You know, when we had the National Lottery might partner us, I was just like, because I love stuff like this, and because it just fascinates me. It's not about the money; it's about the whole sort of anthropological human experience of what we're like anyway. You know, what the background you come from, buying a scratch card. Do you do the lottery? Did you used to do the pills with your mum and dad? Blah blah blah. Great! I'm so pleased for you. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Just thank you to the Allwyn staff for their ongoing help, and it's been amazing. It really has.
All right.
Been an amazing experience.
So, how many? If you had to bet, right, Ian, how many more dogs do you think Sandra's going to get?
I think it's donkeys next.
Donkeys.
Well,
Look at that expression. She's focused.
probably.
All right. And how many pods are you going to build?
4 to start with, and hopefully get about 8 on.
Right. So it'll be 4 all dogs and pods. Yeah.
Could
We'll see
be.
who wins. Yeah. All right. Well, it's great to see you. Scratch cards from the National Lottery are a surprisingly fun way to come together at Christmas, especially no matter the occasion or the group of people. Scratch cards adds the play. Grown-ups only for this one, though. Whether you celebrate Friendsmas or has your very own Christmas games night, add a little festive flair with a new range of scratch cards, including a gift tag, greetings card, and a Christmas cracker scratcher. The National Lottery adds some play to Christmas with scratch cards. Please gift responsibly. I think it's always fun to get people a lottery ticket, especially in Secret Santa and things like that. But grown-ups only for this, as I say. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for being
Thank
so
you very much.
generous.
Thank you for having us.
Oh,
Yes.
it's gorgeous.
Been a pleasure.
Really, I'm so pleased you won. And they've arrived in the Virgin colours, actually, between them, which is great. Red and pink and a bit of white. Perfect. Round of applause, please, for the scratch cards winners, Ian and Sandra Black.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Fascinating chat. Really fascinating chat. I love that.